So, Spicy Girl. That's the May release for Tamai Shiori's, 12-month, one single every month for all of 2023 project. The 12 Colors project. Spicy Girl. Now, I like this title because, I like me a spicy gal, you know what I mean? That's how I was going to open this, but, I listened to this song, and this is really good. Like, it's in another tier. I don't even know how else to react to this. So, I mean, I haven't. I'm almost speechless, if you couldn't tell, but all this year, she hasn't released at all so far a single song that I didn't like, right? Every song I've listened to and that I've reviewed, well, you can't see those other reviews because I haven't been able to upload them yet, but I've liked all of them is what I'm trying to say here. And listening to this, I was wondering what this could be, and at first I was a little surprised because she's going for like kind of an 80s like new wave sound again, or not again, but like that's sort of the sound that it seems like she's kind of going for. But there are just so many things. So the first thing, right, is that this song is entirely in English, which, I mean, okay. I mean, I wasn't expecting that, and maybe it shouldn't be as impressive to me, but for some reason, I don't know, I was hearing this and I'm just like, she's not going to Japanese at all. Usually a Japanese singer will maybe sing one verse or a phrase in English and then like do the rest, like finish the sentence in Japanese, that sort of thing. But no, this is all done entirely in English. And that was, I mean, I was kind of impressed by that, because at first I didn't know it was Shiori for a second. I'm being like dead serious here. I didn't think it was her. I was wondering where, and from the beginning, at least at the very beginning, I thought, I'm like, where is she? And then I'm like, oh wait, that is her. She sounds vocally just absolutely fantastic on this song. I don't know. I'm trying to understand, like, just the reason why I'm so blown away is because, like, up to this point, I don't think I've ever heard, like, I don't know, her ability to, her technical abilities as a vocalist, and yeah, it was just mind-blowing because she's doing certain, like, things with her vocals that are kind of like, I didn't know she could do that. I've never heard her do this before, at least not on a recording, And that, on top of the fact that this, this is probably, and I know it's such a cop-out, right, to say, oh, this has an 80s sound and, kind of be done with it. But, like, this is so, like, faithfully to, like, 80s, especially, like, new wave stuff from, like, the mid to late 80s. You listen to this and it sounds like it could be from that era, like, straight up. It doesn't feel like, a 2020s, like, vision of what the 80s sound like. I feel like this could have been in, like, the soundtrack to a movie from, 40 years ago. Or, 35 years ago or whatever. But, even if we're not going to, like, dwell on that, there's a certain modulation that happens. Well, not a modulation, but like a kind of a gotcha, kind of a screwball chord change that really reminded me of Geno Samuel and his, like, songwriting style. And Geno Samuel, the Chris Chan documentary guy. Personally, nowadays, I really only really care about his musical projects because I think that's what matters more. But like, I don't know, that was a really good chord to strike with me because I like those types of like screwball changes, and it doesn't overplay it. It just does it, going into the chorus or that sort of thing. It doesn't really overplay. It's just there. It hits and then it launches. And I really have to respect that. The songwriting. I mean, the quality of the song, the way it just like really opens up the way it does in the chorus section, it's just like this big thing. It's just, it sounds like something from another time, and it's being sung by someone whose vocal abilities I'm now convinced have been kind of underutilized, which is so bizarre, but here we are. I am thoroughly impressed by everything I heard here. In a huge way, profound even, and I'm not even trying to play this up either. This is really a fantastic song, and I'm surprised I haven't heard like anybody talk about how like I don't know if J-pop Project mentioned it or anything like that this is all done in English and all that stuff. But I mean, even then, like, it's just. This is really good. I don't know what else to say. The melody, I really like the melody. Yeah, it's simple. It doesn't really, move very much. Doesn't have a whole lot of contour, but like, it doesn't matter. I don't know. I don't know, man. This is really good. Like, this is. I mean, not to say that any of the other songs weren't, but like, this is again another tier. Or just like another universe of good. I don't know how else to describe it. I don't know what else to say either. Spicy Girl is really like way better than I expected it to be, and that's not even saying that I was expecting it to be like mediocre, bad, or whatever. I was just thinking it was gonna be another good song, but this is on another level. And maybe I'm overblowing it. Maybe I'm just too excited about this. But once this song got going, I was just like, man, someone put their heart and soul into this one particular song. It just kind of oozes that for some reason. But I don't know. Let me know what you thought about this song in the comments below if you've listened to it. I'm shook, but in a good way. But yeah, in the meantime,